As we all know that the five apex body have appealed to the government, submitting a memorandum on last year, September 2024, to the Chief Minister of Nagaland. After lapse of 7 years, 7 months, 7 months bichide, Amigan ultimatum dishe. That is on April 26, 2025. So our ultimatum 26 se khatam hoise, holebe government bra properly address kora nai. Itu nimite amigan aji itu jagate jama korise. That is because of the 48 years of indefinite reservation policy in Nagaland. Apni sob jani ase. And thank you so much everyone for coming here. Pani purili bhi apni umbrella tak logina ado. It shows that you have a deep concern on this issue. Thank you so much everyone.
We have gathered here despite the inclement weather. It shows your deep concern to the issues that we have raised and the issues that we are taking in the agitation form to highlight to the government. As you all know, we have called a protest rally to protest against 48 years of indefinite reservation policy. Sab khan garde naga mistake koi dibo. 48 years indefinite reservation policy ko ato tate iko change na kina ini jai ase aru itu to half century hobole hoi jaise. Itu garde 5 tribes have come for the first time on this platform to put our grievances to the government and to the policy makers. Apni khan bhi jani thakbo social media de bhi ulai jaise holebi aru for the benefit of the uninitiated. 1977 prior to first backward reservation ko kina 25% digina start korise, and it was supposed to be reviewed every 10 years. To 1987 te 10 years time te to renew review kura time te a lot of time lagi thakne 89 te this will continue until further orders ko to 48 years te pahunchi jaise. Aru 25% reservation pra start kora te icha te kiman ti boya ase koile 41% pahunchi jaise. Aru during the last 38 years, that is after 87, there have been 7 review committees. 7 review committees, whether it be a cabinet subcommittee or a committee headed by a bureaucrat or whatever. However, those 7 cabinet committees te kitte bhi amakhan non-backward tribes la opinion lo nai. Khali backward tribe khan ke mati kina aru ta khala grievances huni kina ta khala percentage bhara is to here ase. Noile kitte bhi 7 review committees have never invited the non-backward tribes to hear our opinion. And for that, maybe at that point of time, we felt that justice should be done to our least privileged brothers and sisters who deserve it. But in today's time, 48 years it's time for review. It's time to include us. Review kurisha gola, it's time to take our opinion. No hila to khali. Kon paya se takan ke huti kinaru itu to kitta bin hobo. That's why amakan 5 tribes advance ko gina itu la khushi ti man complacency bahut 40 years amakan kiman nuksan hoise apni kan sab feel kure ase. Now 2016 ti first time our 5 student bodies para Angami Students Union, our students conference, then Rengma Students Union, Lota Students Union, and all Simi Students Union. 5 student bodies aigena core committee on review of rationalization and review of reservation policy ko gina khulishe. Tai khan itu issue 6 years loi jaise de. Aru government ke 6 charter of demands itu ko place kurise. Itu kan ki ase gole moi read out koribo. Implementation of creamy layer. Itu to apni kan sab jana ase baba bhi avail korise, bacha bhi avail korise, aur grandson bhi avail koribole time hoi jaise to. Itu implementation creamy layer ko kina itu hatha bole. Baba enjoy korise koile to bacha khan karne itu to hatha bol lage. Second is pocket wise reservation. Amakan advance so called advance koliba amagala jaga sab advance no hoido kutma pocket to backward area para bhi man backward ase. Itu charter dimension number 2. 3 is equal criteria in educational qualification. Ekta post amakan graduate thagile dusra BT avail kura khan to +2 inika disparity thaka. 4th category options for competitive exam, whether I want to avail the general category or avail the backward category, itu avail koribole. And 5th is cut off marks for competitive exam. Ita tok to piche de itu backlog te aibole be cut off mark nai khali ekjoni thakile aru post result thakile ini paya ase. Ito makan student bodies para highlight kora to ito cut off marks thakibo lage. And then time frame review of reservation policy. Because 10 years ti kuribola laga to kitabi kora nai. To student bodies para ito 6 charter of demands place kurishe government ke. 6 years ito struggle jaisile 2022 te government para cabinet sub committee khole na sab ke ito aggrieved aru ito kan ke log kore piche te ki laga excuse until next census is carried out the review will not happen tade para ito issue bond korise ito karne 2023 de 5 apex tribes APO then Osan then Lota Hoho then Rengma Hoho then Simi Hoho 5 tribe bodies came together ito Ramakan student bodies para 6 years inega issue lo jalebi it has not made headway it's time for apex to step in koina 5 tribal bodies August 2023 log kurigena amakan committee college ekta tribe te ekta manu pathagena ita we have 5 member in this committee called 5 tribes committee on review of reservation policy headed by President Rengma Ho Engineer Tesilo Semi as convener and 4 other members to amakan aji highlight kora the 5 tribes para call kuranshi apni kan ahato aru thanks jana di ase amakan bi patto SUT gusa nai homework to kurishe we did our homework we met people we sought opinions are it today then we had a meeting with the apex we came to a conclusion that these are the core issues firstly duration of reservation apni kan jana indefinite that has to be limited second is reservation within reservation now in Nagaland there's a three-tier resolution first 80% is reserved for the indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland itu bidode ami coins 41% reserve ho jase the third one is the backlog reservation 3-tiered we'll come on that later then discrimination arising out of multiple benefits and flexible option tade ki ase koile ekta to post bhi reserve ko deshe minimum cut off nai age relaxation bhi di de lower educational qualification bhi di de these are the examples then the creamy layers as I explained earlier then the backlog vacancy 2015 te backlog vacancy aru kura to jodi ekta tribe te ekta post jodi example SDO mechanical ekta tribe kani rakhishe koile that will go on for 20 years that is going to go on for 6-7 years also until unless a person from that tribe applies ito moi example dibo ajikali CAC CESC to be precise common educational service exam te apni kan bi sab dictionary result PGT aru graduate teacher la result te 47 backlog vacancies are still there and it has been continuing from the last 5-6 years to qualified manu nai from the reserve category that should be de-reserved and given to our children ola amakan la children khan na pae jaigina amakan government kisiman to backward reserve backlog khan na para karni amakan so called advanced qualified candidate ase contract appointment korle itu be advanced tribe khan to backdoor going amakan ke badnami de whereas there is no qualified candidate to fill in that post isn't that a discrimination to us itu karni that is I'm highlighting to the crowd that's why the 5 tribes committee came to a decision to submit a memorandum to the Honorable Chief Minister as the political head of the state. Jasal 20 September 2024 de Dimawade Chief Minister ke amakan committee log kurishe Chief Minister ke memorandum submit kurishe memorandum is in public domain what all have been submitted amakan koise if the government is not sincere enough to review the reservation policy because they will keep citing data nai census kora nai itu kole aru time philagine review koribo mona thakile reservation scrap kori dibe aru nohile first option is just scrap the reservation policy or second itu be koribo mon himmat na thakile to unreserved kota to khali amakan 5 tribes ke di dibi people may say this is an unreasonable demand well if the government is not serious to review to get into the details we have no options but to demand the scrapping of the policy as well as or give us the balance of unreserved quota that was our demand amakan ki hoise koile 7 months hoise government iko tade khobor bi de nai chupchap bohise last year during hornbill some were suggesting hornbill tamde amakan protest koro ban korbo hole bi as 5 so-called advanced tribes we also felt that was not an appropriate moment to discredit our own state when people from outside are coming. That was the wisdom of the committee and the apex tribes as so-called advanced tribe. But the government didn't care for that. They took our silence for granted. 7 months. Itu karena amakan 26th April de ultimatum submit korise. The contents are available in the public domain. Apni paper di puri lise. We reiterated the same thing. Government chupchap thakise. Iku khobor nai. Then 14 May de amakan ultimatum submit korab che de. Power Minister, who is also government spokesman, 14 May de ki koise koile. There will be no review of reservation policy until the census is completed. Hare to amakan ultimatum dia aru government spokesman ko to ulta hoise. Ito to amakan bhi ekta step to lobo koina. 24th May last Saturday we had a joint meeting in which we decided to have different forms of agitation to ensure that our demands are met, to ensure that our grievances are redressed. That's why amakan 24th day to call in the first phase of agitation is starting today. Amakan ito agitation card is sab ke khabar di na preparation jadam te kali morning di government laga ekta chithi aisha amakan convener day, and that was signed on 25th, that is Sunday. Amakan ke koise 7th May day cabinet government pura ekta committee review kubla form kor dise. Apni kan ini call off korbi, apni kan bhi dekisho obla itu contents. Now, if you see the contents of the letter, it's not about an ego issue. If they signed on 25, why don't they tell us on that day itself? Why did it take 3 days to reach us? That was just an excuse to derail the momentum that we are having to ensure that the justice is done. Because if we say the contents of the letter, it is less serious commitment on the part of the government. We will go ahead with our demands. Ito para government to aro, ito ko hapche 3rd June day, amakan 5 tribes ke aru inviting us to the meeting. Inviting us to the meeting to have a discussion, to the meeting chaired by the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister. Ini kata ante aru, they were pressuring us also to call up the agitation, but we say no, that is not enough here. We will also have a protest on that very day at the Secretariat also when the meeting is going on. Today is just a trailer. In Hindi we call it Abhi picture baki hai. This is just a starting. And today I request each and every citizen present here that let's take it to a logical conclusion. Inika chance na babode 5 tribes coming on a single platform. Today, the government may invite us. That doesn't mean that we derail the momentum. We have to proceed ahead. Ito to kun tribe against na day. Kubo koile. If the government in all fairness listens to our demand and implements our demand, it is, as I said earlier in a TV interview, it is going to benefit all the people, especially the weaker sections of the society. That's why this is not only about a fight for 5 tribes. It's about the fight for every people, especially people, our least privileged people. That's why we are here today. Our message to the government should be very loud and clear. 48 years of indefinite reservation policy is enough. It is time for the government to take a comprehensive or a serious review. Otherwise, the government has no business to just sit on it and ensure and see that our 5 tribes, always so-called advanced tribes, we have become the aggrieved tribes as of now. Ito kaya mo request I say, especially I see so many parents. This is the love and concern for your children, your grandchildren, for the youths who have turned up here. The future is yours. This is the fight for you. Amakanto, for me, I have nothing to gain whether reservation comes or not. But the future is yours. The future is for my children, my grandchildren. And the same is applicable to each and every one of you present here today. That's why today is the starting point of agitation. Whenever the agitations are being called or whenever the agitations are scheduled, please do ensure that you cooperate maximum. At the end of the day, you yourself will be satisfied if our demands get through and if justice is done to the 5 tribes. With this, I conclude my words. Thank you each and everyone for coming up here today. Thank you.
This is a historic day for all of us standing here today. The historic gathering of 5 tribes together in unity and in one voice to demand from the government of the day to deliver justice by reviewing the reservation policies. We are gathered here today not against any tribe, not against any political party or individual leader, but we are gathered here to ask for justice and equality for all of us. We are gathered here today representing the voices of the people of the state. We know that certain tribes, certain area locality, as stated by our our secretary, deserve reservation, but the actual deserving candidates are deprived of their due share. For quite some time, we have been feeling the heat of the need to immediately review this. As already stated, so many representations have been already presented before the government, but government has not taken anything in any concrete step. This is not only felt by our 5 so-called advanced tribes, but if we are to confess, this is being felt by even the so-called all other tribes. So why we need this review immediately is, I will like to also touch upon 1 or 2 points. Because of the time limit, I will touch only 1 or 2 points. We know that there are cases where one family, one creamy family living in Dimapur, Kohima, and in their own palace comfort zone, they have been enjoying the reservation quota of the entire tribe of their tribe. 5, 6, 7 of them have already from one family. This is also not fair to them. That is why we need this review for them also. They are studying in best colleges, best coaching centers, and they are exploiting this flaws of the reservation policy. Another backlog, as already stated, is the backlog issue. Candidates, if suitable candidate is not found for a particular reserve category, this is kept vacant, and we know from sources that there are some vacancies being kept for 15 years together. 15 years. Since 2015. That is already we have this in the 10th year. And still no candidate is coming forward. So that vacancy is still. This has a serious drawback for especially the education department. We said there is no teacher, but this cannot be filled up because of non-availability of the candidates. This is one. This is also one serious drawback. And then jumping from one category to another. We demand that either you opt this category or that category, and it should be our own merit basis. If you want to compete from that category, you compete and finish it from that category. Or if you want the other side, you opt for it. But the drawback here is that when you do well, when we could do well, you are depriving the seat of a general category candidate by taking away the seat. And when you could not do well, you are again taking, so you have the advantage of double barrel gun digene, ekজন কে single gun barrel দিছে, একজন কে double digene, দুইজনকে hunting competition তে পতা নিচিনা, দুইটা গুলি আৰু একটা গুলি digene, এটো নিচিনা তো ঠিক নাই। আৰু একটা ডাঙৰ ফ্ল'বেক দেখি আছে, মিনিমাম ষ্টেণ্ডাৰ্ড অফ মাৰ্কছ নাই। পাছ মাৰ্ক স্কুল দেবি 30%, 40% পাছ মাৰ্ক থাকে, ইয়াতে পাছ মাৰ্ক নাই। জেনেৰেল কেটেগৰী কাৰণ 80 মাৰ্কছ স্ক'ৰ কৰিলে বি কাম পোৱা নাই, ইয়াতে 15 মাৰ্কছ পাই কিনে বি কাম পাই যাইছে। এইটো ষ্টেণ্ডাৰ্ডে নাই। এইটোতো হ'লেতো review কৰিব লাগে। There should be, whether you are enjoying backward quota or any other quota, there should be at least minimum standard of qualification marks. আৰু একটা কেছ আছে, একজনটো 0 to পোৱা নাই হ'লে বি একো কৰিব পৰা নাই। In technical paper, he hardly scored 10 marks, but he was given. So the commission has objected to his case. He went to the court and he won. And out of 100, he scored 10 marks in his technical paper and he got a job. Now he must be running a big office. Tade kile idu court prai ninga kuise gole reservation policy de idu case nai idu provision rakhi dise. This in such case the commission may take its own decision ko kine. Idu hatabo lage. There should be minimum standard, whether you are from this or that. Aro ami laga piche de bhi manu beshi ase. Idu karne ami beshi time na lobo. Points idu kan ami bhi ekta duita idu kan point out kuri ase. I also want to take this opportunity to appeal to all those of you who are gathered here today to stand behind our empowered leaders selected by our apex bodies, whether rain or sun, whether night or day. We will pledge to stand behind them. We have started this together. Let us finish it together. Thank you for this support.
Makan kiman cuma kurigina se lotha hoho timabur nambra sobke salam chunai dia se hoho nambra American yade ki movement jai se solidarity express koribo karne khara kori ase ki kobole ase sob leaders khan koi dia hoi jase aro 47 years to mamuli kotha ase naki half century la kotha ase to kiman bi deprive hoi jase amakhan ke itu karne itu to nohobo koi kena 5 tribes khan juma korigena discuss korigena committee form korigena he tai khan opor de chhari digena fight kori ase de itu karne till such time that the committee achieves our goal amakan sob committee piche de ase koina chunai di ase kintu khali ami ekla brother khan piche de ase ko to nohobo ni sob yadi kiman juma kori ase niche mon bidore jaigena sabole mon ase support hosabi ase na nai itu karne Amakhan till such time that the committee achieves our desired goal. Amakhan committee logode sob bichite asena nai. Hala kuri bida asena nai. Ami to olop kan bi ase de honara phalbra olop chorbra. Committee bichite asena nai. Committee bichite asena nai. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. I stand on behalf of Ausen Sutolongjam as well as Ao Kagachay Tolongjam Dimabur. I would like to thank everyone for bearing this weather, standing here and taking this matter very seriously. There are so many things to say, but then as we all know, what is there and what is right and what is wrong, everyone knows it very clearly. But I would like to take this time to thank our elders, our parents, our leaders for bringing this issue up and taking this matter very seriously. In a time where we are living in a time of equality and meritocracy, I think it's high time the government take this issue very seriously. It has been almost 50 years, there has been no changes, and the student community of our 5 tribes have been slowly and steadily facing the heat of this situation now. So, regarding this matter, Ausen Sutolongjam Dimabur as well as our Student Union Dimabur, we will stand till the end. We are with the 5 tribes committee, and then I hope and pray that the government take our issue very seriously. I thank you all, and I hope we will win this in the coming days. Thank you so much.
Amikhan itu aji reservation policy laga charter of demands to our 5 Naga tribes set up kura committee pura tahan bhal pura draft kuri dise aji Urabi dise ami itu laga tu kuna kobo hoilebi itu koa tu amikhan itu issue de amikhan Rengma Public Organization B. We will give our unconditional support to the committee constituted by the 5 Naga tribes. Aro
we shall continue to provide our steadfast support to the cause in the coming days, in the coming months, and in the coming years. Thank you. God bless our tribe.
Aji, amakan itu backward kota laga. Civic Council Dimapur pra ami apne kan lokote first pra last tak to cooperation dia se ekta gobolya mona se itu backlog te dosta candidate to lagashe gole itu backlog te tai kan atta loise gole amakan duita to kontra bilo itu nishina de hoje to karen 48 years to hole damal no hoy itu karanye ami kan sati kan agete goa kan to sob amakan ekta kote ase sob koi dishe itu karanye ami kan laga bacha kan tai kan laga bacha kan iki college ta ase iki school te ase tai kan laga special reservation thaki gena amakan bacha kan to hole itu bal purile bi itu kota nai itu pra amakan bacha kan discriminate kura to itu amakan kushi no ba ami kan to government to itu action no latak to last tak to ami kan to milgena fight kur thakibo goigena ekta duta kotha koi diase. Thank you so much.
इस दिमापुर सिम काउंसिल भी आंध्र वेस्टर्न सिम हो सब यूनिट जासे इतो गाड़ी इतो नाम पर अपना खान के सब सलाम जासे आम खान तो इतो लगा रिजर्वेशन पॉलिसी इतना आज मीटिंग ला तो कोबो कोइले ओलोब देर आहिशे हाफ सेंचुरी तो आहि जाइशे आरो कौन ट्राइब रिजर्वेशन पॉलिसी enjoy kurikena aisha baba ama khan tu itu laga privilege pra retire hoy kena aro bacha khan pe retire gobola ada rasta te aisha ama khan tu ki kura se Nagaland tu ama khan tu indigenous tribes to 15 ase tai khan 10 tribes to itu enjoy kura se aro ama khan 5 tribes to 1977 pra itatak iku enjoy kura nai ami gobole tu hosa tu itu ase dei reservation policy enjoy kura chapi bosti te thaga khan rura era te thaga khan tu itu laga frustu ki ase no zan kena ini du kur kena hese ole bi reservation policy thaga laga khandan pe itu laga tribes pe khali kohima dimapur thaga khan hi ताई इतो लगा नाम परा है एंजॉय करे आरो नोपा मान तू ताते बसिते दुरते बही केने इता तक भी इतो लगा नोय केना आरो एंजॉय करे तू भी इनजस्टिस आसे एक्स्ट्रा ट्राइब ते इनटू एंजॉय करे आसे कोइले रुरे राते थाके भी एंजॉय करे बरा आसे ओले भी इतो लगा पहिले से परा है एकदम चला करे केना खाली इतो टाउन ते अर्बन ते थाके खान ही इतो एंजॉय करे केना बाबा आमा लोई के ना छोटो उल्लास बाचा तक भी इतो एंजॉय करके ना बहुत से आम खान तो इतना बुझ के ना है इतो करने आम खान तो 1977 थे की होए के ना आम खान पास्ता ट्राइब तो इनका हो जाए नागालैंड ते आम खान तो इंडिजिनस ट्राइब तो 15 आसे आम खान तो सब एक ही आसे बैकवर्ड होले सब बैकवर्ड advance होले सब advance उसा कोबो कोइले आमा खान पास तात रैप आके ते भी कोन बातु एजुकेशनल एडवांस पे बिशो हो जाचे आमा खान पास ता ट्राइब आके ते जा मानु पे दुईटा तीनटा ट्राइब तो जासे ओले भी ता खान तो ए तो बैकवर्ड गोता एन्जॉय गरिकन की होइसे इनका से अपना बच्चा कलकत्ता मुंबई दिल्ली ते पुरी केना मार्च पे बिशी बर्लिन होले भी कौन बाय तो जो प्रिजर्वेशन पॉलिसी था खान तो अपना लगा बच्चा लगा मार्क्स पे 50% बिलो पाले भी ये तो ही जाके ESC देश भी इन पे इनका हो गया ना था क्या से आज तो ये तो खान ही ऑफिस चला से आरो लिखा पड़ा बाल उला खान तो ये तो एंजॉय गुनो करे এইটো কাৰণে সব ডিসক্রিমিনেট হৈছে আজিকালি তো লাকিলি আন্ডারগ্রাউন্ড তো ফেকশন তো মোর দেন 20 এনেকা হৈছে এইটো কাৰণে অলপ আমাখান পাঁচটা ট্রাপটো হালা নগরু কেনা অলপ কমা আছে নহলে মান তো ইন্ডিয়া নাগা এইটো সলিউশন লাগা হৈ যাইলে ক'ত যাব সব আহি কেনে এইটো লাগা প্রবলেম হৈ কেনে পিছতে আমাখান তো সিভিল ওয়ার পে ওলাব এইটো কাৰণে আমাখান পাঁচটা ট্রাপটো এইটো কোনখান কোঅর্ডিনেশন কমিটি হৈ কেনে এইটো লৈ কেনে আমাখান লৈ কেনে আজি বহে আছে আমি বেছি সিমি ho namprae ta khan ke khushi pa thanks dia se kile mane etu poila para bi guru ahibo laksile bole bi hosa gobo goli der hoise enjoy no guru kena hado ara amakhan tu no buji kena kinga hoise bacha khan enjibu guru kena apna bacha he no para laga ro ho kena tate pura he apna bi compare gurbi apna bacha loi kena compare kur sabe kun job reservation policy लोगोते আছে তাই খান তো আপনার বাচ্চা প্রাবি পুরান ছানা থাকলে বি তো খান তো এনজয় করে আছে আপনার বাচ্চা তো ইউনিভার্সিটিতে একদম ভাল করে ভাল মার্ক লই কেনা হেলে বি নোলাই এটো কারণে বেশি দেরি নহয় কেতে আজিকালি তো উপায় নাই কাম নপড়লে বি আন্ডারগ্রাউন্ড হয়ে যাচ্ছে বলে বি পিছতে এটো লাগা চান্স বি হব আফটার ফিউ ইয়ার্স এটো লাগা চান্স বি হব আমাখান খর পুরা আমাক ট্রাপরা আর নিজে নিজে ট্রাইব এনেকা জেগরা ঘুরে হয় নিজের খরপরাহে জেগরা ঘুরা শুরু হয়ে যাব আর এটো লাগা দাও এইটো একটা বি নাই এটো কারণে আমাখান এটো ঘোরা তো নছড়ব আর যাই থাকিব গভর্নমেন্ট তো ইনজাস্টিস আইছে 1977 পৰা ঘুরি কেনে এটা তাক রেনিউ নকরা তো গভর্নমেন্ট তো একদম এটো একটা চালাক বিয়া লাগা আইডিয়া বুঝি কেনে ইনকা ঘুরা আছে আর এটা তো আমাখানে এটো করব কোয়া হইনি কেনা তো নাগাল্যান্ড গভর্নমেন্ট তো জুন 3rd ডে এটো বি সাব কমিটি খোল কেনে এটো করি কেনা 3 months এটো ফেক ফাইন্ডিং আর কি ফাইন্ডিং করি কেনে এটো চেতে রিপোর্ট সাবমিট করব কাছে এটো তো সব মিশা আছে তা খান গভর্নমেন্ট লাগা দিলে টেকটিস আমাখান পহুর বলে নিমিতে আর এটো করি কেনা ঠান্ডা হয়ে যাচ্ছে তো ছড় বলে দিব নিমিতে ঘুরা আছে আমাখানে ইন্ডিভিজুয়ালি কোন পে এগেন্স্ট ঘুরা আছে ঘুরা নাই ইন্ডিভিজুয়ালি কোন বা পার্টি পলিটিক্যাল পার্টি এগেন্স্ট ঘুরা নাই এটো কারণে নাগাল্যান্ড গভর্নমেন্ট দেবি সব আমাখান 15 ট্রাইব সব মানুষ আছে এটো কারণে আমাখান নাগাল্যান্ড গভর্নমেন্ট লগতে ফাইট ঘুরা আছে এটো কারণে আমাখান তো সব নিজের খোর দেবি নিজের গোলেন দেবি নিজের বসি দেবি নিজের ট্রাইব দেবি এটো কথাই ডাঙার ঘুরি কেনা এটো আওয়াজ ডাঙার হই কেনা গভর্নমেন্ট বি এটো আমাখানকে বহে লাগি কেনে দিবলে এটো লাগাই যাব লাগে নহলে আমাখান তো আজি তো মিটিং বহে আছে ফার্স্ট টাইম আছে সেকেন্ড টাইম আহিলে সেকেন্ড টাইম ঘুরিলে নহিব থার্ড টাইম ঘুরিলে নহিব এটো নঘুরবি সব মানে পারা তাক নছড়ি কেনে যাই যাব আর আমাখান স্পেশালি আমাখান সিমিখান তো 5 tribe reservation policy committee logote physically morally mentally 100% support kura ase aro apta khan aji etu kurape beshi khushi pai ase kon kotha koi aise sob eki point ase etu karne is dimapur sim council pe apno khan logote ase goi kene etu jana ase thank you all
আপনি গান বেশি খুশি পাইছে পানীয়মান গিরিলিবি একজন বি নাহিলি কিনা একদম সিনসিয়ারলি এতে আহিনা খাৰা কৰি দিয়াৰ পৰা কমিটি অন বিহাফ থেংক ইউ সো মাচ জানাই দিয়া আছে ইটো হিচাপতে হ'লে আমি খান তো পাথৰ গিৰিলিবি নাহিলিব নিচিনা আছে ইটো নিমিতে কমিটি খানকে বেছি ইনকাৰেজিং আছে 9 months এপেক্স বডি বা 9 months হৈছে আমি এলেক্ট কৰি কিনা ইটো লগা ওপৰতে ষ্টাডি কৰিবি ইটো লগা ওপৰতে গভৰ্নমেণ্টে ফাইট কৰিবি গৈ কিনা দিয়াটো 9 months হৈছে হ'লে আপুনি খালা সিনসিয়াৰিটি দেখিলা আমি কিমান দুখ পাইছে হলিবি দুখ নাপা নিচিনা ফিল কৰি আছে গুনা ইটো কথাবে আপনি জানাই দি আছে এন্ড থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ অল দ্য মিডিয়া ফ্রেন্ডস ফর ইউর গুড কভারেজ নাও উই উইল রিড আউট আওয়ার মেমোরেন্ডাম ইটো নাপুরাকি আমি একটা কথা আপনি ইটো জানাই দিব মন আছে আওয়ার কোর ডিমান্ড ইজ to scrap the reservation policy or unreserved quota kiman ase itu pasta tribe ke di dibi. That is our demand. Itu he digna ase itu nimite so manu itu yate bra na jage re itu duita da monde ekdam bhalwa rakhi dibo mon ase. And at the same time, we want to send a very clear message to the government. Our education face to face kiman amingan chokat kurna ase, we will go according to that. Committee set up koribo, review koribo, do this and that. That is none of our business. Amingala demand ase 7 mahina age de memorandum dishe, hunia nai 1 mahina ultimatum dishe, itu khotom hoise, itu nimide amingan agitation shuru hoise. We will go ahead of that. That is a very clear message to the government. In the meantime, ongoing process there, political motivation bishi aibo, leaders kan lao bote, politician kan bra, amingan ke weekend kuru bole, noilibi itu agitation to call off kuru bole, tribe leaders of bote bishi motivation aibo, noilibi amingan tade na giribo lage, amingan la stand ki ase, itu khara kurna amingan age jabo lage, itu amingan ke bhal kota nishna aro mundi rakhibo nimide to janai dia ase. Aji memorandum amingan submit koribole ase DC logote. I will read out that to the Chief Secretary, Government of Nagaland, Kohima, Nagaland, through Deputy Commissioner, Dimapur. Subject, ultimatum reminder. Sir, the 5 Tribes Committee on Review of the Reservation Policy, a committee mandated by the 5 Tribes apex body, that is Angami Public Organization, Ausendan, Lota Hoho, Ringma Hoho, and Sumi Hoho, had submitted a memorandum to the Honorable Chief Minister on 29 2024, followed by a 30 days ultimatum on 26 2025. However, the said government responds through Home Commissioner, Nagaland, via letter dated 25 2025, which were received yesterday, that is 28 2025, failed to address the core concern and issue raised in the memorandum. We are therefore restoring to the democratic form of agitation by holding public protest rally in all the districts inhabited by 5 tribes and submitted this ultimatum reminder to remind the state government of our legitimate demand. We intend to intensify the agitation in various forms till our grievances are addressed, as brought out in the 5 Tribe Core Committee Memorandum of 29 2024. Your faithfully, President Aw Senso Telamjung Dimapur, President Rengma Public Organization Dimapur, Chairman East Dimapur Sumi Council, President Chakro Angami Kuda Union, Chairman Dimapur Lota Hoho, President Dimapur Sumi Council. Ito amingan etia jagina DC Dimapur ke dibo, taibra Chief Secretary ke punchai dibole. So we will proceed to the DC office. What about Rengma President? Rengma President.
there are signatories. Yeah.
So thank you, sir, for coming out and taking time to listen to us. We just had a public rally, and we want to submit a memorandum to the Chief Secretary, Govt of Nagaland, through your good office, sir, and in which the signatories are the President of the Chakra Angami Kuda Unit Dimapur, the President of our Sensor Television Dimapur, the Chairman of Dimapur Lata Hoho, the President of Regma Public Organization Dimapur, the President of Dimapur Sim Council, and the Chairman of the East Dimapur Sim Council, sir. All 6 are here, and I'm the member secretary of the committee, as well as my colleague, the members. We are 8 of us here are here to submit this matter. This is our submission.
Anyway, thank you. I have received personally the memorandum, and I will be forwarding right now to the Chief Secretary. And we all know, like, they have convened a meeting on 3rd.
Yes.
Meeting will be about 3rd of June. So let's hope, like, some concrete decision may come up. So in the meantime, we'll wait and see. And if any correspondence is here, we'll let you know.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Coming days, I mean, on face of agitation, though, peaceful democratic protest. Second, Secretary, in the third phase, if the government don't listen to our voice, I mean, all the respective districts there, including Dimapur and Jumbukitima, total shutdown kori dibo kena ami kan itu tinta phase kole do ita to kole dema janai kori kena ase itu nimide even in the coming days apni kala support lagi ase aru itu tole do ami laga voice no hoy political motivation no hoy personal interest nai holebi this is the voice of our younger generation এতিয়া আমি kan laga generation uchi daga kan nimide ami kan itu ami protest kori ase to deliver justice. Itu nimida apni kan moram bra prathana de holibi physically holibi any time aina cooperation dibi goina apni ange itu appeal kori ase aji ami kan mata hobo. Thank you so much everyone.